Iram Shah, your co-host for the evening, and my other co-host is Zara Nigar. Please stand up. I'm going to bring her on the stage in a few minutes, but I just wanted to say that I'm really grateful to all of you to show up today, because it's an important day, at least for me. It's a very important day for three reasons. It's a Pakistan Day, Independence Day. Second is that our Pakistan Consul General, Faisal, Niaz, Tirmizi, and Tirmizi are moving on to do bigger and better things as an ambassador of Kyrgyzstan. And the third reason is that it's his birthday. So when I was planning this program, I was thinking that I would get some people to make long speeches, say how great Hania and Faisal has been. So when I called Hania, because I checked with her just offline, and she goes, no, I don't want anybody saying any good things about us. So now you have permission to say bad things about them, if you have something to say. So we won't have a lot of speeches, but I would encourage anyone to say anything that's on your heart, that you have interacted with Faisal and Hania and want to say something. And if you don't want to come on the stage, I'm going to bring you the microphone to say it. So for me, today is all about celebration and all of you coming together, connecting with each other. I'm seeing faces that I see in different groups, and this is a place where I'm seeing all of them together. So I really would love you to connect with each other, connect with Faisal and Hania, connect with me, and just celebrate this day and hope and pray that our Naya Pakistan is successful. So we will not, So I'm very excited for another reason as well. My husband never goes out with me because of children. And today he made an exception for Faisal and Hania. And he said he's willing to come. So I'm sorry, I didn't plan this, so he's embarrassed. Because if I had told him, he would never let me do that, right? So, you know, I said that we should not make big speeches. But I'm going to say a few things, so you can close your ears if you like. But I do want to say about both of them, because I got to know them in the last few years. And I'm going to start with Hania, because I really consider her as my good friend and someone I trust and depend on. She is someone who's a straight shooter. He'll tell you when you're looking ugly. So I tell her, please don't tell me when I start to look old or ugly, because she would tell me if she sees that. So you can love her or hate her, but you cannot ignore her. That's true. Faisal says that's true. She has a very big heart. And you know, she stood by me when I really needed someone to stand by me. And she is one of those people who has a good combination of high confidence, low ego. And that's a very good combination. And it doesn't matter whose wife she is, who she is, she will roll up her sleeves and stay up until 3 o'clock cooking for you, if that's what needs to be done. She is also a woman in her own right. I think some of you, only few would know that she has 2 masters, one from Pakistan and one from UIC. And in very difficult topics, anthropology and leadership. Awesome. And she speaks a little bit of Russian, right? Just a little bit, yeah. Yeah, and she makes the best shaljan gosht you can ever eat. It's just out of this world. So next time, if she comes back or we visit her, you gotta ask her to make that for you. So Hania, I'm gonna really miss you, and I hope our friendship doesn't die. Now coming to Faisal. And I'm going to say things that all of you know and Faisal knows as well, but I'm going to repeat it because it's worth repeating. I truly believe, and I've said this to him, and I've heard this from many people, so you can close your ears if you don't want to hear. I truly believe that he is the best Consul General we ever had. His shoes are very big to fill. And he has impressed me, professionally, he has impressed me because of his loyalty and commitment to Pakistan and to Pakistanis. And a lot of people say that, but I have seen him up and close. So whether he is having a speech or talking to someone or having a late night discussion, he will always be elevating Pakistanis and Pakistan. And I really appreciate that. He really connects with communities, Indian, Pakistanis, Americans. And I really think he's a great role model for Pakistanis and Muslims in general. Personally, I was kind of pleasantly surprised that he just loves people. I've seen very few people who love people, and he gets energy from them. It seems like he always will respond to you. Maybe some of you say no, but in my 3 years, he will respond to you if you called him. Hania may not. So when I want to talk to Hania, I call him and say, please ask Hania to pick up the phone. And he says, you know her. And I say, okay, I'll give it a try. He does respond to people. He wants to help people, and he connects with people. There was one day, we had an event at his place, and there were about 20 people in the room, and he started to introduce all of them. And I said, oh my God, he's going to fall on his face, because how can you remember everyone's name and what they do? And he went around the room, and he introduced everyone not only what they do, but who they are as a person. It made all of us feel so good, because he really brought out the really special and unique in each one of us. And I asked him after that, I said, did you prepare for that? And how did you know these people were coming? He goes, I had no idea. I just know them. So that's a very big thing. There are quite a bit of factoids about him that you may not know. He speaks Russian. How many knew that? 2 people, 3. He speaks, and he is a singer. He's a little bit better than bathroom singer because he used to sing Qawmi Taranas at his school. What class was that? So he did not know what he was going to do, but he started practicing much earlier. So from 7 to 10, he did that. When I talk to him and when I see him in sometime my events, I can tell that his mother and women in general have a big role to play in his life. His mother was a philanthropist who really cared for children's education, and she dedicated her life educating poor children, and that has impacted Faisal quite a bit. And he's a big proponent of education, especially of girls. So Faisal, good luck, and we hope that you keep us proud. Thank you. A couple of minutes I'm going to take because I do want to introduce Zarnigar Zahid. She did an amazing job. I want to introduce her for 2 minutes and then she'll come on the stage. Zarnigar is an amazing connector of the communities. She's an amazing networker who genuinely wants to help everyone and anyone. And she's always calm and smiling. And I'm like, what's going on with you? And she's always there. And she really worked hard for tonight. And it was her who requested that we broaden the circle, bring more people, so that people can connect with each other, can connect with Faisal, instead of having these small parties. So thank you. And she did all this. Yeah, this was brought in. But everything else, the flowers, everything. So thank you, sir. And please come on the stage and say a few things.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to have you all with us today on this joyous occasion to celebrate a special few events. First, I would like to say to my country, Happy Independence Day. I am proud of my Pakistani heritage and also excited about the future of our country with our new president. Prime Minister Imran Khan. Not yet. I also would like to honor our Constitutional Faisal Niaz Tirmizi and his wife Niaz, who I have become to know very well. And Niaz, you light up the room. You are a special, your grace, your wisdom. I really admire that. And also, I'm so proud of that you are my friend. And I'm not going to say goodbye to you guys because I know you are going to come back as an ambassador, inshallah. And now I want all of you to join me to wish them all the luck in the future and thank them for their services. Thank you. And I think it's now dinner time. No? It's their time.
So anyone else wants to say something, or we said everything?
Thank you and Assalamu alaikum. Wow, quite an audience. Well, happy Independence Day. Pakistan is 72 years old. And again, happy birthday, Tirmizi sahab. What could I say? For the last 3+ years, the interaction with you has been 4 years? Okay. 5 years. Wow. It looks like it was yesterday you came on the scene. And actually, you replaced somebody that was very popular in the community. But I think you, with your decency and your community engagement, and with the grace and intelligence and your unique style, the way you have represented Pakistan. And I, for one, being a surgeon, I don't know much diplomacy. I don't know, I say it the way I see it. And I think there is a reason why Pakistan in its diplomacy should rely on career people who have put in 30-40 years in this. Just like in surgery, it takes 30-40 years for you to know your technique. In diplomacy is a science. And I think this lateral entry in diplomacy, I for one, I am for people, career people who have made their decision, life decision, to be in foreign service, and Pakistan has produced many good diplomats, and I'm glad that we got to know you, and God bless you, Godspeed. Pakistan is going to need everybody's help, certainly a competent person in foreign service like you. So we're proud of both of you, and God bless, and go and get them. Assalamu alaikum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Faisal, I really didn't know you have all those hidden qualities. but I don't think so any of us knew. But now we know. One thing I would like to make a comment. When the first time I met Faisal, after he left my office, I thought, this guy is really humble and kind and very patient. And whatever you ask him, he smiled first. So a couple of the discussions we had, I asked him, please fix the consulate office and then unite the community, which is you did. Congratulations and happy birthday to you. I think we all are going to miss you very well. Hold on one second. We're going to miss you, and you made the history in Chicago. And after all, आप सबको जश्न आज़ादी मुबारक हो. We going to build a new Pakistan under a new leadership. Our beloved new Prime Minister Imran Khan. Inshallah, I'm going to witness his oath ceremony, and when I come back, we will have the new Pakistan celebration in Chicago. Thank you. And have Pakistan Zindabad.
Faisal Sahab, what I want to say as an Asian American, and I want to thank you that you kept all the Pakistanis up when all the government officials invited you, you always present in every event that we had. And any event that we organized and we invited you, you never stayed home and you came out. I know Bobby, our first lady, probably was a little upset because she missed you at home, but you always attended Pakistani events. So I wanted to thank you for that, for being a good, wonderful Consulate General, now our future ambassador, and you represent really well. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Zadat Arain, and I got to know Hania and Faisal 5 years ago when they landed in Chicago. And Faisal has been not just a really good friend, he's more like a brother. And Hania has been a dear friend and like a sister to me. I have gotten to know these two very closely at the large dinner parties that they have done, as well as going to their home casually at a short notice where Hania herself would cook the food with her hands. They did not always have a cook, and she would cook the most amazing food. And they are the most generous, the most honest, and the most straightforward Consul General and a diplomat from Pakistan. And I feel like if more people like him were running Pakistan, the Pakistan that we all wish for will happen. Because he is a perfect example of an honest person who is non-corruptible. And that is a very big thing. And I'm really sad to see them go. And inshallah, I'm hoping Javed Umrani, who is coming to replace him, is going to be a equally good person. But I hate to see you guys go, and inshallah we'll meet again.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले मैं यौम आज़ादी की मालूमात पेश करना चाहूँगा और इरम साहिबा का और निगार साहिबा का शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूँगा कि इतनी अच्छी महफिल आपने आरास्ता की। और हमारे हमदिल अजीज़ जनाब फैसल नियाज तिरमिज़ी साहब आज उनके फेयरवेल के लिए हम यहाँ जमा हुए हैं और मुझे नहीं मालूम था कि उनकी सालगिरह भी है। तो सबसे पहले तो एक शेर अर्ज़ करूँगा आपके लिए और वो ये है कि होती है खुशी सबको नई सालगिरह से, होती है खुशी सबको नई सालगिरह से, यहाँ एक गिरा और गई अपनी गिरा से। फैसल साहब के साथ हम सब का कम व बेश राब्ता रहा है और मैं अपने दिली जज्बात इस तरीके से अर्ज़ करना चाहूँगा कि फैसल साहब को जब हमने यहाँ उनको उनके साथ जो वक्त गुजारा, हमें ये महसूस हुआ कि वो ऑफिशियल भी हैं पाकिस्तान के, लेकिन साथ ही फैमिली मेम्बर भी हैं। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि जितने भी हमारे कौंसल जनरल्स आए हैं यहाँ पे, उनमें सबसे अवामी कौंसल जनरल अगर किसी को बने का एजाज़ हासिल हो सकता है तो ये फैसल नियाज़ तिरमिज़ी। इस मौके पे मैं हानिया साहिबा का शुक्रिया अदा करना भी चाहूँगा कि जब जब हम इनके घर पे गए तो हमें ये महसूस नहीं हुआ है कि ये महफिल कोई कौंसल जनरल के घर पे एक ऑफिशियल इन्विटेशन है या एक सरकारी दावत है। ऐसा महसूस हुआ है कि ये घरेलू दावत है और हमारी बहन हमारे लिए बढ़ बढ़ के खाने बना रही है, खाने खिला रही है। जिस तरीके से वो होस्ट करती थी, मैं समझता हूँ कि वी विल मिस यू फॉर लॉन्ग लॉन्ग टाइम। और मैं मुबारकबाद पेश करूँगा एम्बेसडर साहब को, क्योंकि आप हमें उनको एम्बेसडर कहना चाहिए, मिस्टर एम्बेसडर फैसल नियाज़ तिरमिज़ी साहब। और साथ ही मैं दुआ करूँगा कि पाकिस्तान की नई हुकूमत, नए बलबले हमारे लिए अच्छे साबित हों और पाकिस्तान पाएगा।
Assalamu alaikum. For those of you who don't know me, that's my dad. So these events have always played out the same. My dad and mom sitting in front and me sitting in the back, as you can see right now. But you know, it's not something you have ever looked down upon or anything of the sort. It's always been like a part of my life. If I'm being honest, because of my dad's job, I changed countries every 4 to 5 years. And if I'm being honest, when I was younger, I had a huge identity crisis. People would ask me, where are you from? And I'd just be like, oh, I'm from the subcontinent, to keep it vague, you know? And it's like a darker part, but I didn't have like an identity. That was the whole thing with changing countries. But as I grew older, that changed. And it had to do a lot with my dad's job. Because the thing is, I know people who are my age when they moved to this country, and they don't identify at all with Pakistan at all. But the thing is, when I was younger, people would ask me, where are you from? And I'd keep it extremely vague. But you know, walking downstairs, seeing people wear green ties, having a Pakistani flag in my lobby. So when now people ask me, where am I from? I just say, I'm Pakistani and I'm proud of it.
अस्सलामु अलैकुम। मुझे बड़ा फ़ख्र है कि मैं फैसल साहब का लास्ट 2.5 साल से ड्राइवर हूँ अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। मैंने इतने अच्छे और सादा तबीयत अपनी ज़िंदगी में नहीं देखी और हमारे साथ बहुत अच्छा। और हम जहाँ भी गए एक ही बात करते थे कि यार यहाँ पे जो पाकिस्तानी हमने उनको अच्छी से अच्छी सर्विस देनी। बेशक रात के 2 बजे या 3 बजे साहब हमें नहीं बुलाते थे, लेकिन खुद उठ के उनके अजाले के लिए चले जाते थे कि नहीं यार मैं बार बार जाके उनका अजाला करते हूँ। लिहाजा हमारी तरफ से बहुत बहुत मुबारक है। साहब वैसे बन के जा रहे हैं और उनकी अगली मंजिलें बहुत आसान बहुत। और मैडम हनिया की मैं खास तौर पर तारीफ करना चाहता हूँ। कुछ गलती हमारी तेरी कहते किसी बस खामोश हो जाओ, मैं कर लूँगी। ऐसी कोई बात नहीं, साहब को मैं खुद ही देखती हूँ। बहुत मेहरबानी। अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. My name is Ashraf Lakhani. I would also say among other qualities. हजारों साल नरगिस अपनी बेनूरी पे रोती है, हजारों साल नरगिस अपनी बेनूरी पे रोती है, बड़ी मुश्किल से होता है चमन पे नीला और पैदा, मैं कहूँगा बड़ी मुश्किल से होता है तिरमिज़ी जैसा बंदा पैदा. I think whatever everybody says so far, I agree 100% along with some of the unique characteristics this young man has. It's an amazing, really valuable asset to this community. We're definitely going to miss you. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors, but please don't forget us. I'm sure you will get to higher positions in life. And I think one thing unique about you that I can share with you, he's so diversified that he has helped every community besides Pakistani community. And also within the Pakistani community, we have so many different sectors. Physicians, hospitality like I'm in right now, or any other sector of the industry, is always open and willingly help without any hesitation. Thank you again. God bless you.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम सदाकत अब्बास है. मैंने 4 साल पाकिस्तान कॉन्सुलेट शिकागो में सर्व किया है और आई एम वेरी लकी. मैंने ज़हीर परवेज़ साहब के साथ भी काम किया और फैसल साहब को रिसीव भी मैंने किया. और उसके बाद मुझे इस तरह की नसीब है कि जब जिक्र किया इनका, तो इसमें मैं उनसे भी मुझे अक्सर जिक्र करता था कि इनके दरवाजे ना सिर्फ पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी के लिए बल्कि हर एक के लिए 24 घंटे खुले होते थे. और आई अप्रिशिएट हानिया वाली कि वो अक्सर यही कहती थी कि घर पे टाइम कम मिलता है, इनको बाहर ज़्यादा मसरूफ होते हैं. और दैट इज़ द ऑनर नाउ यू कैन सी इन द कम्युनिटी, यू कैन सी इन पाकिस्तान, यू कैन सी इन द मीडिया, यू कैन सी इन द वर्ल्ड. और माई बेस्ट विशेस आर देयर विद हिम एंड आई एम लकी कि मैंने इनके साथ काम किया. और मैं इनका ये जितनी भी नाम से मैं तमाम कम्युनिटी उनको बहुत बहुत बेस्ट विशेस हर वक्त उनके लिए करते हैं. और होपफुली ही विल आल्सो रिमेंबर अस इन दुआ. और जो नई असाइनमेंट है दैट इज आल्सो नॉट इजी. मैंने क्योंकि फॉरेन सर्विस में 22 साल काम किया है और आई नो मैंने क्योंकि एम्बेसडर्स के साथ भी काम किया है, मिनिस्टर्स लेवल पे भी काम किया है. और मुझे पता है कि नई असाइनमेंट एज एम्बेसडर इतनी आसान नहीं होती जितनी एक कौंसल जनरल. लेकिन फैसल साहब ने, मेरी डॉक्टर अमान रशीद साहब से भी बात होती रहती है, परवेज़ साहब से भी मेरा बड़ा अच्छा तल्लुक रहा. फैसल साहब ने हमेशा भाइयों की तरह मुझे भी, बाकी हम सब कॉन्स्टेंट के तमाम कोलीग्स उसी तरह जिसने बड़े भाई ख्याल करते इसी तरह किया. लेकिन उस असाइनमेंट के लिए इन्होंने जितना काम यहाँ शिकागो में किया है, मेरा ख्याल है कि जो वहाँ पे अब होगा उसको दुनिया जैसे यहाँ शिकागो में याद रखेगी, इसी तरह वहाँ पे भी याद रखेगी मिस्टेक में. और बेस्ट विशेस आ रहे हैं. थैंक यू.
आपने बहुत तारीफ कर ली जो कि आप नहीं चाहती थी, आपके कान पके होंगे. और मैं भी सुबह से फैसल साहब के साथ था, तो गवर्नर की तरफ से, मेयर की तरफ से, एवरीबॉडी यूज फ्रॉम दिस. लेकिन मैं कुछ बीइंग साइंटिस्ट, हम लोग नेगेटिव से शुरू करते हैं और फिर इसको साबित करते हैं कि हमने जो कहा था वो गलत है. तो विद दैट फैसल साहब ने हर पाकिस्तान की वो रवायत तोड़ी है जो इनके दिन करनी चाहिए. मसलन ये अपॉइंटमेंट ये बगैर किसी को कराने लिए थे. और पाकिस्तान में गांव का नंबरदार बड़ी कड़ी के साथ जाता है कि मैं जा रहा हूँ, कोई गाली नहीं, जाओ बात आ जाओ, जाके मुलाकात कर लें. बट ही सेट एट द रूल कि अपॉइंटमेंट बनाए थे. दूसरी रिवाज उन्होंने तोड़ी कि आप वीजे के लिए जाएं ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 2 दिन में भी 1 वीक. पाकिस्तान में साल से 2 साल लगती है. तो ये भी पाकिस्तान की रिवायत तोड़ी उन्होंने. फिर ये कम्युनिटी में कोई अमीर हो, टैक्सी ड्राइवर हो, कोई ऑफिसर हो, बिग बिजनेसमैन, he treated everybody with respect. So all these negatives factors are complementary and positive for you to keep your head high. So दो सेंटेंस से तो गुड बाय नहीं कहते, they always say see you soon. Inshallah we'll see you soon. All the best. Thank you.
सबको अस्सलाम वालेकुम। फैसल भाई, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको सालगिरह मुबारक हो, लॉन्ग लिव लॉन्ग लाइफ, और सब दोस्तों को पाकिस्तान की आज़ादी बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो। अल्लाह ताला पाकिस्तान को हमेशा सलामत रखे। मेरा पहले दिन से जो रिश्ता था, सबसे पहले शिकागो में मेरी फैसल साहब से मुलाकात हुई थी 5 साल पहले, क्योंकि मीडिया का और डेमोक्रेट्स का आपस में बड़ा रिश्ता, बहुत सास का रिश्ता होता है, और हमारा आपस में बहुत ज़्यादा गहरा ताल्लुक था। हमारी आँख भी बड़ी गहरी होती है, लेकिन मैंने अपनी ज़िंदगी में जितने अच्छे काम फैसल भाई ने किए और या इन्होंने हेल्प की, कम्युनिटी की, और मैंने अपनी ज़िंदगी में आज तक बहुत से कॉन्सर्ट देखे। तकरीबन 40 साल हो गए इस मुल्क में मुझे, आज तक मैंने ऐसा नहीं देखा किसी के साथ सख्ती, लड़ाई झगड़ा या किसी, बल्कि मुझे पिछले दिनों की बात है याद, एक छोटा सा वाक़या। मुझे खातून की कॉल आई तो तकरीबन 5 बजे कि उनकी वालदा का कराची में इंतकाल हो गया है, तो मुझे वीज़ा चाहिए। मैंने कहा कि अभी तो 5 बज चुके हैं, काउंसलिंग बंद हो चुका है। तो मैंने फैसल भाई को कॉल की, ये उस वक्त लेक शो पे जा रहे थे। इन्होंने कहा यार मैं अभी वापस आता हूँ, आके मैं उनको वीज़ा देता हूँ, भेज दूँ। और वो आए, वीज़ा लगा, उन्होंने मुझे स्पेशल थैंक यू, मैं कभी थैंक यू फैसल भाई का करें कि जिन्होंने कम्युनिटी के लिए इतना दर्द रखा, इतनी मोहब्बत रखी, और हर एक से प्यार मोहब्बत खलूस से पेश आए। कभी किसी बंदे ने शिकागो में आज तक ये इतराज़ नहीं किया कि ये नहीं कि पूरे स्टाफ को मैं मुबारकबाद देता हूँ कि दे आर ऑल, जितने भी स्टाफ के हैं मेंबर, उन्होंने जितने भी लोग थे सब लोगों ने, और मैं फैसल भाई को हम स्पेशली मिस बहुत करेंगे। और बहुत ज़्यादा मैं तो एक छोटा सा शेर ही कहूँगा कि वो बिछड़ा भी इस अदा से कि रुत ही बदल गई, एक शख्स सारे शहर को वीरान कर गया।
Anytime I get a mic, I'm more likely to sing than speak. Those of you who know me, you know me as a singer. And of course, Junie, you've never had a better birthday than this, I'm sure. इतनी तारीफ हुई है कि रात को शायद नींद ही ना आए। Thank you so much for making it here on such short notice, on a weeknight for us. And I think, the love, the respect that we got in these 5 years here is very indicative of your love and respect and attachment to Pakistan, to the country of your origin. And it's so heartening for us here at the consulate to see that the Pakistani diaspora is still so connected with Pakistan. As Zar was speaking, I actually broke down. मैं तो रोने लग गई थी. Thank you. Even a bigger thanks to my 2 beautiful friends, Iram and Zar. They're very similar in many ways. They're both professionals who are very busy. She's better at answering her phones. That is just like me. Really, she's personable. She's done so much for me personally, and she's more than willing to help people out. And I'm so glad that I've met so many nice people, made so many friends, and these 2, of course. I also wrote a poem on Zar. Some of you may not know. I shared it with her on social media. Maybe you should look it up on her Facebook. It's about the hard-working single mom. And really, it was just lovely for how you go out of your way for other people and how you always get the job done. Hiram, don't worry, I won't say anything nasty. Really, when I first met her, I thought, well, another one, a corporate leader with a waistline. I'm never going to have a stupid anorexic girl. But I came to know some somebody else. And inside is this beautiful person, like Zar, both very glamorous and upbeat, beautiful person inside out. Grief is love's way of not letting go. And that's what I found in her. And I'm so glad that she has channelized her grief to do something very good for humanity, to keep herself upbeat, and her obsession, and I actually respect her obsession, and it is an obsession with her school. I'm so glad I'll be here for the event, my last annual Sonia Shah event on the 8th, and I really look forward to being there one last time before I go. My son's also volunteering. Finally, he's doing something which is not for himself, so that's where it is. When you arrive in a place, the first 1 month, you notice everything. You're a keen observer, and then you stop seeing things. And believe it or not, when you're leaving once again, you see things again. And suddenly, I realize how beautiful Illinois is. I'm looking at the fireflies, the squirrels, the deer, and I'm going to miss the robin that nested on our window pane every year and came back. USA, everything you may be very oblivious to it now, but USA is still by far one of the best countries to live in, and the quality of life that it offers. We've been everywhere. It's still a country that rewards hard work, much more than other places. And all said and done, it's still a country which is where the majority aren't racist or bigots. And you're lucky to be part of it, so don't forget that, And at the same time, your connection with Pakistan is also very, very heartening. Faisal and I were talking last night, and I said, there are not many postings where you can get qawwali and paan, live qawwali and paan, and if that's happening, then it's not a foreign posting at all. So this really has been a homecoming, a home away from home, and thank you so much for making it so beautiful and so memorable for the last 5 years. I'm really going to miss it, and even my family. And for us as a family, it turned out really very nice. I went back to graduate school. My elder son did college here. My younger son finished high school and he's staying back. So I'm also leaving a part of my heart behind. And of course, I'll be a visitor, hopefully, in the years ahead. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. सबसे पहले मैं आप सबका शुक्रगुजार हूँ, खासतौर पे ज़रनिगार का, इरम का और शाह का, क्योंकि शाह को वाकई मैंने 5 साल में आज पहली दफ़ा किसी पब्लिक इवेंट में देखा है. This is more than I've seen. 5 साल एक बहुत बड़ा अरसा है. जो कुछ तारीफ आप सब लोगों ने मेरी की, उसका मैं कतई तौर पे मैंने अपने आप को इतना काबिल समझता. यह आपकी मोहब्बत है. पर इस तारीफ के पीछे कुछ लोगों का हाथ है. मैं तो एक चेहरा था. जो पीछे लोग काम कर रहे थे वो द फुट स्लॉगर्स. एक हनिया, जैसे इरम ने कहा कि मैं लोगों में रह के बहुत खुश रहता हूँ, और ये बिल्कुल एंटी सोशल है. और मेरा घर खुला घर होता है, हर वक्त मेहमान आते हैं, पर इसने इस मुल्क में 86 लोगों की एट टाइम्स दावत की है प्रॉपर. दैट कुड ओनली हैव बीन पॉसिबल विद हर. थैंक यू सो मच. दूसरा, मेरे काउंसलेट के सारे कॉलीग्स, ये लोग थे जो रात को 2-2 बजे जाके दफ्तर खोलते थे, लोगों की मदद करते थे, और मैं इनको काफ़ी तंग भी किया, पर इनकी वजह से मैं आज इधर खड़ा हूँ। मैं आप सबसे दरख्वास्त करूँगा कि प्लीज़ एक दफ़ा आप खड़े हो जाएं। मैं बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ आमिर का, राबिया का जो मेरी डेप्यूटी है, और इंशाल्लाह जहाँ तक बात की बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। अगले जो मेरे कॉलीग्स आएंगे, आई कैन अश्योर यू जावेद उमरानी उससे बेहतर काम करेगा। और इंशाल्लाह एक ट्रेडिशन हमने इस काउंसलेट का बनाया कि पीपल फ्रेंडली आउटरीच एक प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया जहाँ पे हम पाकिस्तानियों को कनेक्ट करते हैं। काउंसलेट का और हमारा काम होना चाहिए कि एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आए और अपनी स्ट्रेंथ्स पे काम करें। पर एक आदमी का मैं ख़ास तौर पर शुक्रिया अदा करूँगा, जिसको मैं लिटरली 24 घंटे बेचारे को मैं तंग करता था, वो भी मेरे साथ वापस जा रहे हैं, अब्दुल रज़ाक। अगर मेरी इज्जत हुई है, इसके पीछे इसका अब्दुल रज़ाक का बहुत, सबका है, पर इसका बहुत। जब मुझसे किसी ने पूछा कि मेरी वालदा को बहुत शौक था, पाकिस्तान से मोहब्बत मिली है, दोनों वालदैन से मिली, पर वालदा से खास तौर पे मुझे असूलन 22 अगस्त को पैदा होना था, पर मेरी वालदा ने शुरू से कह दिया था 14 अगस्त को पैदा होना। तो अल्लाह का करम है कि आज मेरी 85 साल के रहे, पाकिस्तान के 21 साल के बाद, और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है, जैसे कि कई लोगों ने कहा कि इंशाअल्लाह पाकिस्तान अब फ्रॉम स्ट्रेंथ टू स्ट्रेंथ जाएगा। और एक बात इसमें मैं खुद, जैसे हनिया ने भी कहा, इस मुल्क से और शहर से हमें सिर्फ मोहब्बत, अपनायत और चाहत मिली है। और इंशाअल्लाह हमारा ये रिश्ता, मेरा रिश्ता जिनसे लोगों से रहता है, जब तक है मैं कोशिश निभाता हूँ रहेगा। पर वी आर लीविंग a part of our heart behind our son who came here today, and I'm so happy. With these words, thank you so much. Always keep us in your prayers, and wherever we go, I mean it. And here you will hear it. I have an open home. You have a home in Pakistan district. Pakistan, Zindabad.
Faisal भाई को खड़े होके प्लीज बड़ी स्पेशल आप लोगों को थैंक यू
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. बार दिल ये गाए तुझे हजारों साल ये मेरी है
Thank you. going home with very inflated egos.
असली रो एक आपके लिए तो मैं